So, a couple of fun little things I've been listening to over the last few days, but one of them is Laurie Ladd was chatting a few days ago about trauma from our childhood and how it affects us as adults. Now, we all know this, but one of the things that she was saying about narcissists is that narcissists, at some point, the emotions are too big. Now, it might be when they're 6 months old or in the womb or 2 years old. We don't know when these things happen, but the ACEs study, the Adverse Childhood Events System, it actually shows that those traumas we have in early life give us a higher risk of everything. They give us a higher risk of all-cause mortality. So Laurie was sharing in her life how she'd been sexually abused, and as a little 6-year-old she always thought that she was fat. And I've got, obviously, well, I think many women or many people have got similar stories of abuse in their past. And for me, I didn't actually think of it as abuse until I was having a session with another practitioner about 10 years ago, and I remember like almost justifying something, and she said, "Do you think that's normal?" And I said, "Well, it seemed to happen to everyone in my day." It was one of those weird realizations of, oh, isn't this in everyone's life? It just sort of struck me as being, okay, that's my belief that I've had for all these decades that isn't actually everyone's belief. So we all have these stories about ourselves that make up the rest of our lives. And the stories don't have to control our worlds. Once we're aware of them, it's like the whole alcoholism. Once we realize we're an alcoholic, we can do something about it. Once we realize that we are a victim of trauma from our childhood, we can do something about it. So it's sort of having a look at our emotions and realizing they're normal. They're normal. There's nothing wrong with being emotional. It's when it gets out of control and it keeps driving our life that it's abnormal, and then we need to recognize that and do something about it. When we find ourselves telling the same story all the time to our family and friends, you're sick of it, they're sick of it, we're all sick of it. Now, why isn't it changing? Because if we're not doing something about it, it's not going to change. One of those things that I love about gratitude or prayer or beliefs or goal setting is that it puts it in the conscious mind. Whether or not you wake up in the morning and say, Heavenly Father, I give you my day. I thank you for allowing it to be the best it can be. Or whether your angels are there and you say, okay, little angels, I'd love you to be busy today. Just allow my day to flow as well as it possibly can. Or whether it's writing in your gratitude journal when you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning and say, thank you, thank you, thank you universe, thank you angels, thank you, just thank you for the gift of my friends, thank you for the gifts of my clients, thank you for the skills that I've been given on this planet, thank you for my knowledge, thank you for the beautiful area that I live when I can go for a walk anytime I want, feeling safe and healthy and happy. Thank you for the sunshine that keeps us so beautifully healthy and well. Thank you for the ability to buy organic food should I choose at any time. Whatever your gratitude is, when you're writing it down regularly, your brain is actually looking out for more things to be grateful for, because you don't want to write the same 3 things in your gratitude journal every day. So it actually allows more neurons to grow by writing in a gratitude journal. How cool is that? They've done study on prayer. So if not prayer, they've done studies on meditation. Well, very similar studies have been done about prayer actually, but meditation, where if I'm meditating in this house, then it has a flow-on effect for a few houses either side. And it's because energy, positive energy, is vital and increases, whereas dense energy anger and frustration and guilt and shame, they're quite low. They're dense vibrations. They don't vibrate at a high resonance. So our past is our past, and absolutely it has an effect on where we are and who we are in this now moment, but it doesn't have to control the rest of our lives. So that's sort of where I'm going with my balance later on today, and I hope it's useful. Okay, take care. Bye.